Here we are with the Youth Companion magazine, and this is 123 years ago, July 23rd of 1891, and we're going to read to you this time, Lost in the Fog, and this is be read to you by Jennifer. Here you go.
Even old hunters who have roamed the plains and mountains until they are familiar with every foot of the ground are liable under peculiar circumstances to become bewildered. They are completely turned around, as the common saying is, the streams all flow the wrong way, and the sun sets in the east. As soon as the experienced hunter realizes his condition, he makes a camp, lies down, and goes to sleep. When he awakes, everything has come right around. But more troublesome than such an attack is the coming of a fog. In a few minutes, the peaks and headlands, the guides by which the traveler lays his course, are obscured and the sun is hidden. In an article contributed to The Big Game of North America, the Rev. Joshua Cook narrates his experience in a fog while hunting with his son among the mountains of Oregon. One morning, there was every indication that a fog might roll down by noon. They started for a hunt. Several deer fell to their rifles when the son came running and exclaimed, "Father, the fog is coming. We must leave the deer. The sun is hidden, and we have not a compass. Hurry!" They started on a run, but had not gone far. Before day was turned into night, and objects at 2 rods' distance were obscured, the son, a ranchman familiar with the mountains, stopped, leaned on his rifle, and said, "Father, we are in a bad fix. All depends on my keeping my head level. Please don't give me any counsel or object to anything I say or do. It will only confuse me, and then we shall be lost. I will do my best." "Before I take up silence," answered the father, "let me say this. We are now on an ascent. By keeping up it is as long as it continues, we must come to some hilltop, which is our only chance for an outlook if the fog should break a little." "It is a good thought and may save us," replied the son, leading the way up into clearer ground and then to the summit. It was barely noon, but the fog made it almost as dark as night. Even from the summit there was no outlook. "I will climb that fir. Perhaps I can see from above," said the son. He went up 60 feet, no outlook. "May I speak, my son?" "Yes, for I am all at sea." "Well, just beyond the top of the fir is the faintest show of more light than anywhere else. If so, that is the sun, and that is south, for it is noon." "Then," said the son, pointing his finger, "that is east, and there is our camp. Don't lose the direction, for I can't keep it up here." He came down and took the direction. By keeping near objects directly ahead and moving carefully from one to another, the 2 men came within an hour to a black cattle horse standing at his stake, his body dripping with the rain like mist. "Father, it's Jack," exclaimed the son, as the horse gave a faint neigh. "We are safe home. God bless you. You didn't bother me today." 2 other men of the company were lost that day in the fog, and wandered off west instead of going east. They were all out all night, and were set right by some Indians. They had to travel 40 miles to reach the cabin.
Oh my God, that must have taken them a long time. Whew. All right, so that's all about learning about being in the woods and living in the woods. So stay tuned for more, and we'll bring you some more stories. Bye-bye.